Hi everyone, I hope you're well. For today's video, I'm going to be introducing you to a new brand called LOV, spelled L-O-V, not L-O-V-E. And they are a sister brand of Catrice, Essence. So this is kind of like the older sister. And I went to the launch a little while ago, and you would have also heard about this in my PR or PO Box kind of blogger mail unboxing opening video, which will be linked up here somewhere, and you guys can go and watch that. Keep on watching if you want to see my review of the products that I've used on my face today, how I got this look, and my overall thoughts on the LOV brand. So the first thing I want to say about this brand is that the packaging is very different. The pricing is also different to Catrice and Essence. Catrice and Essence are more like lower end. This can also still be found like at the drugstore, so you can get it at Dischem, which means it is cheaper, but it's not as cheap as Essence and Catrice. This is kind of like the older sister. This is for if you're kind of wanting to find something a little bit more luxe, then you can get this brand. You can get some of the products from this brand, and everything that they have is kind of black and sleek branding. So black packaging like this with white writing. It looks nice on your dressing table, and it's perfect for someone who's kind of looking for something a little bit more expensive. So it's a brand that is kind of directed more at the older person, a little bit more, I don't want to say aged because that sounds really bad, it sounds old, but you know what I mean. And so I really like the packaging. I think they've done a great job with finding a way to do a more affordable product, but also to make it look really expensive, which I like. So I used the Perfectitude primer serum, which has SPF 15. Obviously this called out to me when I went to the launch. I was like, primer serum? I like the sound of that. I find that it does add a glow, but it's not like wow, amazing glow. It's just like a nice kind of something on the skin. I haven't found that my skin looks overly luminous or glowing or illuminated when I wear this. Yeah, I'm kind of middle of the road with this product. I think it's good with the foundation that I used, but mostly this is it's okay. I don't find it makes my makeup last much longer, but if you're looking for an illuminating primer that's a little bit more affordable but still somewhat luxe, then go and take a look at that one. And then the foundation that I used, I was really excited about this. This is the Evenelixir Serum Foundation. And I thought this was going to be a dupe for the Bobbi Brown Serum Foundation, and it has great packaging. It's got this like dropper tool vibe going on, which I think is wonderful. So everyone is doing this at the moment, and I think they found a great way to do it and still make it affordable. So this has SPF 20, the primer had SPF 15. Today I actually set in between my forehead, underneath my eyes, my chin, the areas that I kind of highlighted with the concealer, I set with a loose powder. But when I haven't set it, this has looked very beautiful and glowy and luminous, which is exactly what you want from a serum foundation like this. So if you are 30 plus, even 25, and you find that you have dry skin, this is probably going to be a great foundation for you, because it means that you can get some glow into your skin, because that's what everybody wants at the moment. And summer, you want a little bit of glow. It's great for summer days. I'm actually quite a fan of this foundation. You'll probably see a lot more of this on my channel. And I have this in the shade Rosy Touch. For concealer, I have the Coverstory Serum Concealer, full coverage. Can you tell that I like anything serum in the title? I kind of want it. And this is cool because it has a weird little kind of like applicator pump thing. You pump it out on the side, you kind of press that down, and then the product comes out the top. And you can use this to apply the product to your under eye area, but it's not going to actually blend it in. So you can either use your ring finger, or you can use something like a beauty blender or the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. That's what I used today. I used that to blend the foundation into my skin, and then I also used it for underneath my eyes and to kind of blend the product in my highlight areas. I got Vanilla Rose or Rosé, and it's definitely not the right shade for me, but because this is number 30, this is number 20. I guess I've gotten it wrong. I should have gotten 30 with this one, because this is pretty light. You can see when I apply it that like it's a lot lighter underneath my eyes and also the highlight area. I'm not wildly into that kind of like very highlighted under eye area. But this does cover, it is full coverage. I didn't use a corrector or anything with this. I've actually been pleasantly surprised, because this does cover my under eye bags, and they are really bad at the moment. Great concealer. I actually really like this. It's not overly luminous, like it's actually pretty matte in my opinion. Something like the Clarins Instant Concealer is very luminous. You can kind of get the glow with that, but this is quite a matte full coverage concealer. But if you're looking for something like that, this is great. And they have this Perfectitude face contouring palette. These are all cream products. It's got the kind of cream contour shade, which is very light. This is the complete wrong shade for my skin tone. It didn't really do that much. I couldn't get much from it, so I'm a little bit disappointed with this contour kit. But if you are lighter, if you're really pale, if you're kind of like a vanilla or something like that, anything lighter than me, this may work for you. You can go ahead and try it out. And then this is kind of like the highlight shade in the center, which I didn't actually use today. And then this you could use as concealer, but again, that's very, very light. So if you are very fair skinned, you'd probably get something from this, but for me, I think this is too light. And then on the brow front, I actually was really pleasantly surprised with the brow products that they have. And so today I used the Browtitude Eyebrow Designer. It has a spoolie on the one end, just like that, which is always handy. And then it has a product like this, which is very different to what I've usually used. So I'm used to something more like the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, which has a really tiny little nib, but this is a lot bigger than I'm used to. But I was able to get a good brow. The only place that I struggled was on the outer corner of my my brows, so on the tail of my brows. I struggled to kind of make that really crisp. And then also in the front of my brows over here, I like to make very tiny brow-like strokes, kind of like brow hairs. I try to make it look as natural as possible to fill that area out, but not make it look like it's just a block. And I found it a little bit harder to use this kind of product to make those brow-like strokes. But for the kind of middle part of your brow, so from there till just before the tail, it's really, really easy. And also if you have bigger eyebrows, this will probably be easy for you. Or if you're really into those like block brows, you're probably gonna love something like this. It is good, don't get me wrong. This is a good brow product. It's a good shade for my brows. And I think they have quite a few shades of this. I have this in chocolate, and then I also have the Browtitude Brow Gel Serum, which again I have in the shade Brunette Temptation. So this is pretty light actually. Like when I looked at this initially, I was like, oh, that looks a bit light, but it works pretty well with my brows. It doesn't plump them up, it just kind of sets them in place, and they don't feel crispy at all. Actually, you can't really feel that I have anything in my brows. And then for the eyes, I use the LOV Iconics eyeshadow and contouring palette. It has this horrible kind of like spongy brush, which you can't use ever. I hate it. And then this kind of has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shades. So it's kind of like that little ombre vibe, which I think is cute. A lot of people are doing this at the moment, so it's very much on trend. I like this vanilla-y shade. I use this on the inner corner of my eyes. I like the payoff of these shades. It's very glittery, but not like huge chunks of glitter. Like from what I can tell, this doesn't look like a cheap eyeshadow palette. It doesn't look like it's got big chunks of glitter in the eyeshadow, which is really nice. I used this kind of shade on my actual eyelid, like on my mobile lid, and it looks really beautiful. Like I would definitely wear this kind of makeup look on my eyes anywhere, and I think it's beautiful. I used this kind of second from the end shade on the outer corner, and I just kind of blended that in. It blends really nicely. The color payoff is great. And then I used the darkest shade on my lower lash line, mixed with a couple of others on my lower lash line, and then also slightly on my upper lash line, just to kind of get a little bit more volume in the lashes. And then for my lashes, I used the Forbidden Love Dramatic Volume Mascara. This is an interesting wand, very different to what I would usually pick for myself. My lashes look alright. Like I've definitely seen them look better. They are very separated, but especially on the ends, they just kind of like, they just blend into my face. Like there's not a lot going on in the lash department right now. I could definitely do with some false lashes or a little bit of extra kind of at the root of the lashes. Even on the ends, I just need some length to go with the volume for this one. There's definitely, it's good on the volume front, but on the length front, you're not going to get much. So if you already have long lashes, it's probably going to be a good one for you. And for lipstick, I'm using this one, which is in the shade, can't find it. This is called Christina's Red, and all of the lipsticks are named after people that work at LOV or that created the brand or helped create the brand. And I think that's really, really cute. And also one thing that I love about this lipstick is that it has that magnetic clip, which makes me very happy, and I get so much satisfaction from doing that. I can be mesmerized by this magnetic clip for so flipping long. I know it's annoying, I'm sorry. Okay, so this is kind of like a glossy red, which is not completely up my street. The color payoff is wonderful. I like the kind of cherry red that this is. This is a very vibrant red. It does remind me a lot of MAC Ruby Woo. It doesn't have that like bluey undertone red, but it is very pretty. I'm just not wildly into glossy reds. I'm expecting any red lipstick that I wear to be completely matte because I want it to stick around for as long as possible. But this product is really nice. I like the packaging again. It's black. If you pull this out of your handbag, it's still going to look like a really nice kind of expensive lipstick. And I've really enjoyed testing out these products. The things that really stand out for me are probably the foundation, the eyeshadow palette, and the concealer. So you can currently only get LOV at Dischem in Canal Walk. All the big Dischem stores you can probably get it. For Cape Town, it's just Canal Walk, and then if there's some in Johannesburg and Durban, I'll list them down below, but I don't know all those details right now. I'll also list all the products and their prices in the description box, so go and check that out. And if you have tried this brand, please let me know what you thought of it and what you'd like me to try in the future, or if you'd like me to do more of these review videos. If you enjoyed this, then please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see any more of my videos, then please subscribe to my channel. Just remember to click the bell button if you want to see my videos pop up in your subscription box, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. That's true. Things ain't going like things should. It's all on you.